Well, hey, hello my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? It's been a while. I haven't been doing some videos for a couple of weeks. Just kind of doing a bunch of stuff, I don't know, just been lazy about it, I guess. I've got some great ideas and I have some things I've been working on that we'll be bringing these videos to you soon. We're still working on the decaling of the petty car and dealing with all the clear stuff and all that stuff. We still are going to be updating on that here real soon. Whole bunch of cool things. But there's one thing that I want to give a huge update on. It comes from a video almost 4 years ago. I was showing something about how to cover up ejector pin marks, and I asked a question, and it was this video right here. Right here. I had a question in that. Just asked a question. What do you guys think I'm building with this Salvinos JR Models Dodge Charger kit? After I asked that question, I don't know, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but boy, I had gotten tons of suggestions on what they thought I was building. Everything. Every Dodge you can think of that raced in NASCAR in the 70s. And even to this day, 4 years later, every once in a while, I still get a comment that pops up making a suggestion, hey, I think you're building this. Not once has anyone ever replied with the correct answer of what I'm building. I've got that kit right here. I really haven't worked on it all over these years, and I do want to get back on it, but I think it's time to let you guys know what my plans were for this. And it's very unique, obviously, because nobody ever guessed it. I'm telling you. So what it is a lot of you who've been watching me for years know I have a huge fandom for this movie right here. I love Stroker Race. I love everything about this movie. I love the car. I want to build models of tons of the cars that were in this. And the thing about that movie is it came from a book that it took me years to finally find one. Stand on It. And the thing about Stand on It and why I wanted this book so bad, of course I wanted to read what one of my favorite movies came from. This was a really hard book to get a hold of for a reasonable price, and I got very lucky and I got this really cool cover edition, not the standard edition that usually everybody has seen of it, but Stand on It was the name of it. Stand on It, a novel by Stroker Race, kind of cool. In this book, a lot of things are different than the movie, and there's a lot more to it than in the movie. It's a very funny book, but it takes place of, like, this was written in like 1973, so it kind of takes place in the 1974 season. I go here, and in the book, there is a description of the actual, what they called in the movie, the Chicken Pit car, but Chicken Pit was not a part of the book, but it was Clyde Torkel. There is a slight description of what the car was. Not too much detail. The biggest thing about it is they really went on about how Lugs Harvey, who had a speed shop, I think, in Indiana. It's been a while since I read this. He was just so well known of building beautiful race cars.
Lugs Harvey, best mechanic in America. How you do?
There's just this one page area here, well, 2 pages here, that just talks about the day that they unveiled the first stock car that was built to run under Clyde Torkel's sponsorship and ownership or whatever. And Clyde Torkel had a company. It wasn't Chicken Pit. It was a company called Rain Tree Farms, and they did, deal with chicken. It was a chicken farm, restaurant, sell chicken at stores, whatever. So that was the actual sponsorship of the car. And there was, unfortunately in the book, there was never the fastest chick in the South, which is a real bummer. And as it goes on, it says right here, Stroker Ace's new Dodge, the one that's going to run this season. And this is how the car was described. The thing looks just like someone drove it right onto the track from the Dodge showroom floor. This one is bright. Spanking electric red. There are no signs or stickers or decals or numbers on it yet. The chrome looks like real chrome and sitting there in the cold sunlight, and the car looks as its nose is drooped just a little bit. But then, from another angle, it doesn't. So, the nose is right. Maybe it seems just a bit wider. But no, from another angle, it looks perfect. The car is wearing fat black Goodyear blue streaks, and it just goes on like, if you know the old thing, people go on and try to touch the car, and Lugs goes, nobody touches the car, not ever.
Don't lean on the car. Nobody touches the car, not ever.
They only describe the car as a Dodge Charger electric red. They don't talk about numbers. They don't talk about anything on the car or anything like that. That's all I have to go by. But I've always wanted to build the Stroker Ace car that was in the book. And here's like one little last passage on it. What Lugs Harvey has done to this, he just done a work of art, a sculpture, and one of those paintings that changes every time you look at it. He has just built a monument to the 1973 Dodge. It looks real. It should not be raced. Maybe it should be put on a revolving velvet turntable and exhibited at art galleries across the country. And it goes on about things, but that's about all they talk about with what Stroker Ace's stock car was. It was a red Dodge Charger. They don't even say Charger, obviously it was a Charger. I always wanted to build the car. So I got to take some, you know, from what's in the book and what, you know, we all know in the movie, and I'm going to take some liberties on that, but that is what I'm doing with this kit. Now you all know I finally answered the question. It's been 4 years, and I am ready to take this out, and yep, see, all my underside work to get rid of the ejector pin marks. If you haven't seen that video, at the end of this video there'll be a link to it. I asked that question, but I had been working on it. We got the cage. I kind of have it fitted up in the car. And we've been working on this car and this thing. Electric red. I really love, to me, as Italian red. And when you put a white base coat down, it really is pretty bright. But I don't know. Electric red. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What red should this be? Another thought is, I might go really crazy and maybe do it in poppy red, which is more of an orange. And I happen to have here, I have some MCW poppy red. What do you think? Should we do the whole car red, the interior red, everything just red, red, red? But there's something I got to do that's, you know, pays homage to the Thunderbird. The white wheels. It's got to have white five-hole wheels. We're going to have to do that. And we've got in here, let's see if I can show you. I have kind of gathered up decals over time to kind of use as to how I'm going to go about doing the car. And of course, I'm going to go with the number 7. Since that was the car, you know, in the movie, I'm just going to take the number 7. And I wanted to go with yellows. So I got this sheet right here, which, interesting, you know, this is Buddy Arrington, a sheet for Buddy Arrington's chicken car. See that? Which, kind of interesting. These are all power slide decals, but Salvinos JR Models is coming out if you're in their Builders Club. That's the next club exclusive kit. They're doing that. But I happen to have this decal sheet, so I'm going to use the 7s, just the 7s, and a couple other pieces and parts from that decal. I do have some Fred Katie chicken pit decals. I might take some stuff from that. I'm mainly going to lift the Stroker Ace from here. I got to put Stroker's name on it. And I figure, you know, it's going to be simple. And again, we have Rain Tree Farms. And that was the big thing. I've got to put Rain Tree Farms on this. But there's no, like, fastest chicken in the South. It was more just he didn't like Clyde. Him and Clyde just didn't get along in the book, and he just wanted to get away from him. There was never this catalyst of the fastest chicken in the South. Do I put that on the car? You know, I don't know. And I don't know if I'll have the chicken on the car. I think I'll put the chicken on the car. You know, I think I should do the chicken. I mean, the Fred Katie decal sheet, when you lay it all down, the chicken looks real good. I might do that. I don't know. But I went ahead and got these cool decals from Slicks of just letters, and they look like that they're, you know, I couldn't get yellow, but these look like, you know, the pan painted of the times with the gold leafing. And I was just thinking, I'll just put Raintree Farms on the quarter panel with those decals, and that'll be it. And that's going to be my chicken pit Dodge from the book. I'm probably not going to put Fastest Chicken in the South as much as I want to. Boy, I tell you, but it's just not a part of the book. I'm trying to stay more focused on the book. But we got to do red. Now, again, I'm thinking, what do I got here? I've got the Italian red. I love this color. But yeah, I don't know. And I've got, oh, I have another red here. I got Viper red. That could be a good one. So with them saying that the thing was like, it was stunning, and it's electric red is what they call. I want to hear what I want to hear some input. You got any ideas? What do you think how I should do this car? What color I should do it when you're saying electric red? What comes to your mind with electric red, say from the 70s and stuff like that? This is a model I really want to get back on. It's a dream build. I mean, I literally have wanted to build the chicken pit Dodge for about 20 something years since I first heard about it, what the car was in the book. And I shouldn't call it a chicken pit car. It's like just Stroker Race car, Raintree Farms car. I read the book about, I don't know, 8 years ago or so. I'm going to have to read it again, but it's pretty cool because he drives Indy cars. You see that? See, that's Pembroke Feeney right there. She's in the book. But there's a lot of other stories in the book that's not just the movie, but a good part of it is, the whole conflict between him and his car owner. So have any of you read Stand on It? I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to get some input on what you think. What do you think of this project? Has anybody else done this? But it was funny how for 4 years people have been guessing on what I'm going to build, and nobody said this, which kind of figure that wouldn't happen. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video. I hadn't done it in a while. I've been wanting to tell you guys this for a long time. I stalled out on the project. I want to get back on it, but it's just funny. Just recently I've been getting comments popping up of, hey, you're gonna build this car, you're gonna build that car. It's pretty neat. So again, go check that video out. It was a really helpful video, and as you can see, I used a lot of sheet stock, plastic sheet stock. It's kind of yellowed out. You can see where it is. And I just did that to get rid of and hide the ejector pin marks. That's a really good alternative. It's easier than trying to scrape all those out and sand them, and just put sheet plastic over it. But again, watch that video. It's a link at the end of this video. And yeah, that's it. So, Fastest Chicken in the South. Book, the movie. Love the movie. I'm such a huge, I just love the movie. So anyways, that's it. I want to do some model building, I think. I have actually not been at the bench for a while. I've had a lot of other things going on. And that's why you haven't seen any videos from me. But we're going to pick back up on the things we're working on. I don't want to show it to you, but I have got almost all of the decals laid down in that video, wrapped up in filming for the Kyle Petty 82 car, 82 Pontiac. It's looking great. It's looking great. We're still struggling with clear issues, but we're going to be trying some other clears, or whichever we're going to do. We're going to get back on that with talking about different clears, and want to try some other different rattle can clears. But yeah, that's what we've got going. We'll be back at it. And a couple of last minute things I want to say to you is, over at the Luka C NASCAR and other circle track modeling headquarters, we still have going on all year the great build off of the first decade of the downsize cars, 1981 to 1991. And my good friend, and I got the hat right here, my good friend Mark at Ace Decals, we have a little side thing going on with that. So think about this: if you're using Ace Decals with your build, or the builds you may have already done of any 80s cars up to 91, cup cars only, if you used Ace Decals, make sure you let us know. I'm going to be putting together a whole photo album of it. We're going to, well, I'm going to let Mark do it. He's going to pick his favorite use of Ace Decals, and you're going to get a hat like this. We've got a fresh one for you. I have it over here in the bag, and I'll send it to you. So think about that. Use Ace decals are awesome. I'm getting ready to build a model. I'm dying to use these decals. I did this video right here. I'll have it at the end of this video. Check it out. Ace decals are top quality, printed from Cartograph decals. They're awesome. A lot of obscure NASCAR race cars Mark does, so it's a great company. Check that out. We're going to be doing that. If you haven't joined the NASCAR Facebook group, join up, man. It's a lot of fun. We're getting a lot of people joining, and a lot of cool models are getting down there. And again, it's not just NASCAR, it's all sorts of closed course circle track racing, which circle track racing, closed course racing, we're talking, you know, road racing, F1, Indy cars, IMSA cars, everything you can imagine, all kinds of stuff. Cars that we cover are, they race on a track that if the starting line and the finish line are the same line, it's a closed course, it's a circle track. It don't matter which direction they go, how many lefts and rights they do. It's a circle track. So check that group out. So many great builders over there, and it's getting better, and there's just so much inspiration. So anyways, that's going to do it. I'm done. Just a talky talk, facey time video. Nothing to really show you. But there you go. Now you know. Alright, thank you all for watching. And man, why do we do these crazy things and get inspired by movies, and then we build these cars, even though this car was not inspired by a movie, it was inspired by a book? Well, 'cause it's fun, right? Here's the producers.
Get your hand off the car.